I don't want to hear a word out of you until you hear what I have to say.
Okay, Scott, that's fine, whatever.
You are up to something, Lucy.
No, I'm
No,
not.
no, no. Don't even try denying it, because I know you are. And you're lucky that I'm even here after all those lousy, miserable, rotten, stinking things you said to me the other day.
I know, but...
The only reason why I am here is because I just want you to know one thing. I feel absolutely nothing for you. Nothing. No, wait, I do feel something. I feel sorry for you, because I think that you are pathetic. That's what I think, and no matter what you do, I'm not falling for anything, all right? You're not going to dupe me again with any of your tricks.
Scott,
you know, coming on to me, any of your manipulations, none of it's going to work. As far as I'm concerned, you are trickless. You have no tricks left that you can use on me. Not a one. And there's nothing that you're going to say or do that's going to change my mind. You got it?
Yes. Scott, I got it. I do. So... I'm just going to ask you one thing.
Did you hear what I just said? Did you hear what I just said? I'm not falling for anything here.
All right. I'm begging you, Scott. Please just try and forgive me for all those things that I said.
You are lying to me, Lucy. You know how I know that? Because your voice, it takes on this quality, you know? You have this phony voice, this sort of sick, gooey, annoying, lying voice.
Okay. Could you just try to put yourself in my place and realize how desperate I was?
Desperate you were to get your hands on the trust fund.
Okay. You're right. I just wanted my child to have financial security.
Our child! It was our child! Oh, no. Wait. That's still such a repulsive thought to you, isn't it? Huh? The idea of having my kid, right?
Oh, no. No, Scott, I didn't mean that at all. I swear I didn't mean that.
I told you. I wanted that kid. I wanted that kid more than anything else in the world. And I would have provided for the kid, for you, for me, for all of us. But no, you know what you did? You turned the whole thing around on me like it was my fault that you lost the baby.
It wasn't. Don't you see? It wasn't your fault. I know now it was completely Alan's fault. It was Alan's fault.
Alan's fault?
Yes. You know, you didn't hear all the things that he said to me after you left. It was so terrible, and he even threatened me.
Threatened you, huh? How?
Oh, Scott, he got violent. You know how he has that terrible temper, and he gets all loud and scary, and I got so frightened. And you know what? That's when I started having these terrible contractions, and don't you see, that's when I lost the baby. It wasn't your fault. I swear it wasn't your fault. It was completely Alan's fault.
Alan's fault,
yes,
huh?
And we'd still have our baby right now, Scott. It would be in me still. I'd be carrying that baby. If it wasn't for Alan Quartermain, it was completely his fault.
All right, okay, now, just a second here, all right? Just calm down, okay?
Okay. All right, I'm trying. Oh, Scotty, can't you see that all along I really just wanted to be with you?
Sure didn't seem that way.
Well, you know, I was pregnant and I was scared and I was very vulnerable and I was confused. I didn't know what I was doing. Don't you see now, though, that's in the past, and we can be together, just you and me together?
There you go again. You singing that old song again.
Okay, all right, I stop. You're right. You have every reason not to trust me. I guess, no, I know I've done terrible, awful things to you.
Terrible? That's an understatement. Why don't you try sneaky, shady, shifty, huh? Manipulative. How long do you want to go on here?
Well, you know, all those qualities can be attributed to you, too. Scott, come on. I admit it. You've been right all along. We're two of a kind, just alike, and we belong together.
How many times have you said that to me, Lucy?
A lot. Okay, I'm trying to be honest here. I've said that many times, but this time I really, truly do mean it. I've been sitting in this dumb bed, and I can't get you out of my mind. All I think about is you and all the fun we've had and the fights and the passion and... Scott, don't you see it? Nobody's ever given me what you've given me.
Well, how come you married Alan, then?
You know why. Money, I can't get enough of it. I admit it, I love money, okay? I just do, and if you admit it, you like it just as much as I do.
Well, yeah, I mean, sure, I like it just like the next guy.
Right, and that's the only thing that we haven't had. Don't you see, we've had everything else.
Yeah? Well, I got a little news flash for you, okay? I still haven't got any money.
But you will. We will. And Alan Quartermain is going to see to it.
Alan is going to see to what?
Well, don't you see he's the reason that we've been kept apart? And so now Alan's going to pay to keep us together.
I knew that you were just cooking up another cockamamie plan here.
It's not cockamamie, okay? I am having a plan, but it's a good one.
I know about these plans. I know this, but this is one where I get used, I get abused, and then I just get dismissed, right?
No, that's not it. Alan gets used, and then we get absolutely everything we dreamed about. Come on, aren't you a little bit interested?
No. No, not at all. No,
you're right.
No.
Okay, it was silly of me. I didn't think you'd be interested at all. It's just that this one happens to be, you know, completely fail-safe.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure it's fail-safe.
Mm-hmm. It is, but that's okay. You know, I was silly to even bring it up. I was stupid.
Fail-safe, you say?
Yep, absolutely guaranteed.
Well, I'll hear a little bit of it.
Okay, you know, that's really all I want is if you'll
that's all I'm going to do. That's all I'm going to do. Okay. I'll hear a little bit, but that's it.
I get it. I understand completely. You know, right now, I need to tell you that I am completely in your hands from now on. Whatever you say goes.
All right. Well, all right. Come on, give me the high points here.
Okay, come here. See, I've been sitting here and I was thinking of a way we have to get our hands on. Well, it was shortly after that I started having contractions and I went into premature labor and I lost my little baby.
And you're sure this is the reason?
Yes, my husband's behavior towards me,
Well, her husband's very cruel, violent behavior.
Yes, my husband's cruel and very violent behavior.
You getting all this down?
I'm getting it.
Good.
Go on.
Well, my husband's very cruel and very violent behavior towards me. It led to the death of my child.
Good. Tell her how he was threatening you.
Oh, right, yes. He really did threaten me.
In what way?
Well, it was more, really, not what he said, but how he said it towards me.
Yeah, well, you see, Alan, Dr. Quartermain, is a very physically imposing, so like a big oaf sort of fellow, you know, with a very violent temper. You know, he has a police record. You know that?
He has a police record.
Absolutely. He not only tried to kill his previous wife, but the man that she was having an affair with.
And now I'm so sorry to say he's murdered my child.
You're saying he was physically as well as verbally abusive?
Yeah, well, he was more verbally abusive than physically abusive.
Yeah, well, what my client is saying is that he was very...
Menacing.
That's it, menacing
Mr.
towards...
Baldwin?
Yeah.
If you'll let your client speak for herself, please.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Mrs. Quartermain, do you have any idea why your husband would be behaving this way toward you?
No, absolutely no idea. You know, Alan can just go off, though, at the drop of a hat. He just goes off. He has such a short fuse.
Absolutely. Very violent.
You've made that clear. Now, do you have any witnesses to any of this?
No, I don't. I'm just so drained. I'm sorry. I'm just so tired. I really wish this was over.
That's quite okay. I think that I'm going to have to cut this short here.
Well,
my client is a
it.
little ordeal, okay? Well, then you'll talk to Dr. Morgan and substantiate these alleged allegations here?
Mm-hmm. He's next on my list.
Good.
Then what?
Well, then I deliver my report to Commissioner Scorpio.
Good. Very good. Thank you very much for coming by, officer.
Certainly.
Okay.
Okay, so what do you think?
I think that Alan is in a lot of hot water.
And boy, oh boy, is he going to pay, huh?
Mm-hmm. Here's my client's signature releasing all medical records to you.
I'm sure we'll be looking at them thoroughly.
And I'm sure that you'll find out that my client has a hell of a case.
That's for the commissioner to decide.
Shall we?
Dr. Colton, please call patient counseling. Dr. Colton, please call patient counseling.
Lucy. How are you feeling?
I'm much better, thank you.
Good. I'm sorry I didn't come sooner.
Well, that is up to you, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you can imagine I was pretty upset about what Scott said at the house.
I could see you were very, very angry.
I was certainly upset, and I resolved myself to the fact that, well, the two of you were probably involved.
Have you?
I just wanted to tell you that I have to put my anger aside, certainly in light of what's happened.
Really?
I just think you've suffered enough, Lucy.
Yes, I have. It's been awful.
And I just want you to know that I'm genuinely sorry for any pain that I may have caused you. I really am.
Well, thank you, Alan. I understand.
Do you really?
Well, yes, I think that it was simply, you let your temper get the best of you.
Well, I guess that's right, you know, and...
Yeah, well, you do have, a pretty bad temper.
I know, anyway, all I can say to you, Lucy, is that I really am very, very sorry, and I'll find some way to make it up to you in the future. I really will.
I know you will, Alan. Actually, I have no doubt that you will.
Lucy, look, I realize how difficult things have been for both of us these last few months.
Well, yes, Alan, they really have been.
And I know I should have been more attentive to you and more understanding.
I know that you did not want this child.
Lucy, that's not really true. It's just that, you know, the pregnancy was so unexpected.
Look, Alan, I wanted the child, and I'm very sorry that you didn't feel the same way.
Lucy, we can't discuss this on this level, certainly not after what Scott said at the house.
Oh, are you going to get angry at me again?
No, I'm not going to get angry. I am really very, very sorry for you, Lucy. I mean, the loss of this child is a terrible thing.
It is, Alan, and I am never, ever going to forget it.
I just hope that you don't blame me for what happened.
I don't really think it's important at this point who I blame, do you?
I don't understand exactly.
I think it's up to the court to decide.
The court?
Yes, I'm afraid I do not have any choice.
What are you talking about?
Alan, I am bringing you up on criminal assault charges.
Criminal assault?
And then I am going to sue you for every last dime you have.